Stop being so proud of red velvet when there's nothing to be proud of. Knock it off.
Go off, Delta!
Why is red velvet cake? What is red velvet cake? Why are people so excited about red velvet cake? Red velvet cake is nothing. Why would food coloring make something your new favorite cake? Why has it got to be red? Like it actually tastes less good than all the other. It actually tastes less like cake and less like dessert than all the other cakes. Why are this is like I went off about the like a pizookie. When you go to a restaurant and you get a pizookie and they're like, here's a big cookie with a scoop of ice cream. Isn't this earth-shattering? I venture to say that is more earth-shattering than a red velvet cake. And listen, I reserve the right to be completely wrong about this. I don't think I am wrong, but I reserve the right if there's like some recipe from like the Himalayas or something that I don't know about. And like there's a certain redness that you get from a rock and then you add that in there and then it all meshes together. And this is like, only the real red velvet comes from the red velvet region of Idaho or something. Like if that's the storyline, I'm willing to receive that. But from my experience, every time I've ever had red velvet or someone served me red velvet or I look at red velvet or I pull up a recipe, it's food coloring and cream cheese frosting. And I don't even think people that are making this with cream cheese frosting are even using real cream cheese. I think they're getting the container of cream cheese flavored one, which I'm not going to knock because I love those no-bake Jell-O cheesecakes. I'm not fooling myself into believing that it's a cheesecake from the cheesecake region of Philadelphia, but I am aware that it tastes good. But a red velvet cake, you cannot convince me that it tastes so much better than another cake or so much different or has such a different profile that it needs to be someone's favorite. What am I missing? What am I missing about in my 48 years on this planet that and listen, I have an appetite. I've been to a bakery. I've got a credit card and cash in my pocket. I'm willing to pay for the red velvet cake, and I've tried. There is no different flavor. In fact, it reduces the flavor of a regular chocolate cake. I'm spitting. I'm so angry. I'm not angry. I'm annoyed. I'm not even really annoyed. I'm curious. I'm probably not even curious. I'm hungry. I'm not even hungry. I'm hangry. I'm hungry and angry. Stop telling people that your favorite cake is a red velvet cake. No, it's not. It is not. Like, I'm so confused. I need to be enlightened. I need to understand what the flavor profile is that's so different that food coloring and frosting that can go on any cake makes it so different that it's someone's favorite. Their favorite is red velvet. I think that I think it was an Oprah thing. It's been like, I don't know, red velvet cake has no properties as far as I know from my experience of 48 years of overeating sweets. It's not all that. Knock it off. It actually doesn't taste like anything. It tastes like below cake. It tastes like air. It tastes like, I don't know, eating a cake version of a packing peanut. Like, there's just nothing there. It's not like it's mildly sweet or, when people bake something and they're like, oh, I love this because it's really not that sweet. I don't want to hear that. Like, I don't want to hear that this dessert I hear people go, oh, this dessert doesn't get on my nerves because it's not that sweet. Oh, bitch, well then why make it? Why are you making dessert if it's not that sweet? Like, I get some people eat a plain cake donut because they want to dunk it in their coffee and that's like a textural thing or whatever. I don't want to eat a plain cake donut. Don't ever bring me a plain cake donut. I have no time for that. I don't keep in my bag like a gun of frosting and peanuts to put on a donut. I want it brought to me that way. So what I'm saying is the red velvet cake, not only does it not taste like chocolate cake, it tastes like nothing. It tastes like that maybe the frosting is a thing, just because you can change that on any of the cakes. If I told you a yellow cake with chocolate frosting was my favorite, you could tell me that a yellow cake with vanilla frosting on the top was your favorite. And I would say, yeah, because it tastes like a yellow cake. Like there is a difference in the taste of a yellow cake, a white cake, a chocolate cake. But a red velvet cake is just disguising itself, and in doing so is taking the flavor away. What's happening in that baking process as well that is counteracting the actual sweetness from the chocolate cake? It's robbed. Like it's been taken away and it's being served to you, and everyone is convinced that like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Why are we lying? What are we lying about? What? And you can't even say, I like it the way I like a chocolate cake. It doesn't taste like anything. There are dishes out there that are meant for dunking, right? I love pan dulce. It's a Mexican sweetbread, and on top of it, it's got like pink or yellow or white or whatever. It's good. It is one of it's one of those things that is very mild in flavor, but you know what you're eating when you eat it. Of course, you have to have them fresh, or if they're a little bit not fresh, put them in the microwave for 5 seconds. It makes all the difference. But these are treats that are intended to be dunked into one of the many hot drinks that are provided in culturally. So a coffee, a champurrado, a hot chocolate, like they go together. But a red velvet cake, like no one's saying, oh, if red velvet's your favorite, you better make sure and dunk it in, I don't know, cranberry juice. So that way it really amplifies the flavor and texture. No. When we say favorite cakes, they're supposed to be like eaten the way it is. And when you eat it, it tastes like nothing. It doesn't even taste mild. It tastes less than mild. It tastes like, I don't know, entering an empty closet. Like there's just nothing in there. There's no, like, hello. Is there a flavor? Can I get a flavor profile? Like, if you served that to me, I'm not going to be fucked up. I'm going to eat the cream cheese frosting off the top, and I'll just let you know that I'm taking in half the calories. But stop being so proud of red velvet when there's nothing to be proud of. Knock it off. I challenge red velvet cake to come on this show, sit on this couch, get very, very Delta, and convince me what is so good about it. If you're out there, Red Velvet, and you're listening to me, I'm telling you, you have an open invitation. I want you to come here and let me taste you. I want to eat you. I want to find out what is so great. What is so different? What are you so proud of? Why does everybody believe in you so much? It's not that I hate you. It's that I don't understand why you're so anointed, why you're so loved. Like what is happening? You leave me so empty, and I want you to fill me up. I want you to make me feel whole. Do you want to see me take a break? I think you want to see me take a break.